his tale, then I will tell you mine.
The reviews are in for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein after its very, very short limited release, and people are loving it. But what if I told you that the monster of this story is not from the story itself, but something far more sinister?
Corporations.
Let's see the real monster of Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Now, run.
Let's have some violence.
One of the first things that we have to admit so far is that even though most people saw this movie on Netflix, you have the option to see it in the theaters. But if we have the option to see this movie in theaters, why was it only shown to a select few?
Why?
Do me a favor and hit like and subscribe and leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought of Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. But also, give a like and a follow to Layers of Cinema, who did a phenomenal breakdown giving me some data on this, showing that this $120 million passion project only opened up to $129,000. That's it. That's just going to be total. And that's roughly going to be about $900 per theater. Especially true only if you're able to live in select locations like Los Angeles and New York do not have a traditional wide release. So, why? Netflix gave Guillermo del Toro absolute control over everything. They gave him a modest budget and allowed him complete creative control. This is going to be every director's wet dream. But unfortunately, one thing that they did not give Guillermo del Toro is control. That was kept solely to Netflix. Fuck you, Netflix. You robbed people of seeing this movie in the theaters. But because Netflix kept the select control of distribution, it's not going to happen. Nor did it. The visuals, the set pieces, everything in this movie was a character, and it all deserved to be on the big screen.
To test the capabilities of every single craft in movie making.
And when this man says he wants to make everything feel like a set, like a character, they all have a piece, they all have a purpose. You listen.
The ship, I want a real ship, because the ship is a character.
And for anyone that did not know, Guillermo del Toro wants everything to look and feel natural. No VFX. This guy even hates AI.
Buenas noches. Thank you very much. And fuck AI.
But that was not going to be the only hurdle that Guillermo del Toro would have to come through in order to finish his 30-year masterpiece. The casting was not always set to be this way. Jacob Elordi was not originally clandestine to be the creature. Andrew Garfield was, but he had to back out 9 months before shooting. You want to talk about a nightmare. Things were already starting to kick off back in 2023 due to the SAG-AFTRA strikes and everything that came with it. Andrew Garfield was unable to play and left Guillermo del Toro in a pinch. I have no doubt that Andrew Garfield could have done a great job as the creature. I think he's a great actor, but what we have seen out of Jacob Elordi in this movie was utterly irreplaceable and exceptional. Unless you're a girl in your mid-20s who likes to go tanning still with a Playboy bunny sticker tattoo, you would not know who Jacob Elordi was unless you watched Euphoria. I had no idea who he was, but what we have seen and what we got out of him being cast as a creature is truly irreplaceable. The way Guillermo del Toro casts his people in his movies, he goes by the eyes. Even before a full day of shooting, Jacob Elordi had to sit 11 hours in the makeup chair, all to put this together. It was well worth it. This all results back around to the biggest point in the heart of this video, is that so much time, effort, work, and dedication was put into this movie, only to have Netflix come around, grab our balls, and just keep squeezing. Speaking of balls, did you know that Mia Goth also played 2 characters?
Played 2 roles in Frankenstein, Victor Frankenstein's mother, Claire, and I play Elizabeth.
Did anyone else know this? I had honestly no idea. I think this goes again to show the great casting that Guillermo del Toro did when he sought to put everyone in this movie that he did. When you look at everything, Mia Goth did not only this role exceptionally well, but is it hard to believe that someone playing Elizabeth was also the same girl that played in Pearl?
Why are you leaving me if I didn't do anything wrong? I don't understand. I thought you liked me!
Well, at least one of you had a good movie after this. A man who achieved his life dream that he spent over 30 years thinking about to put into his ultimate movie, the actor of a leading movie having to step out 9 months before production, no distribution rights when the movie came out, which was a complete success, is an absolute shame. There are things in this movie that were absolutely beautiful, and I can honestly say with the success with Nosferatu and now us having Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, I hope Gothic horror is back. But what I'm seeing right now, I think is going to be incredible. When you have scenes like this in a movie that are that powerful and that impactful, they have to be seen on the big screen.
I found what I am. A monster.
I know what you are. A good man. And you are my friend.
There were so many things in these articles and what I was able to understand why this movie did not get a theatrical release, and it honestly just hurts, considering that this is probably the best movie that I have seen out of 2025. And yes, I know it did get a very small theatrical release, but that's no excuse at this point. Netflix, you knew exactly what you were doing. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you surprised about the events that took place that Netflix did, not giving us an extended theatrical release of Frankenstein? But if I was Guillermo del Toro and I was having a meeting with the Netflix executives and they wanted full control over the distribution rights, I would just say one simple thing.
Shut your fucking mouth! No problem, John. Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you did enjoy this video, I thank you all so much for watching. And, as always, until we meet again.